Good morning. Outside on this Saturday, doing my morning walk with the dog, as always. I had this crazy encounter yesterday. I was getting my brakes done. Well, getting my brakes fixed because they put my brakes on wrong. So, make a long story short, I go to two different mechanics. For my oil change, I go to a certain mechanic, and for my work, I go to another mechanic because sometimes one mechanic is more than the other mechanic. So when I went and got my oil change, my mechanic told me that my brakes was on wrong and I needed to get them on right. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, if I do it, I'm going to charge you $200. So just go back to who did it. So I went back to who did it. So I'm waiting. And this Cuban man walks up to me and he's like, can I talk to you? So I'm like, all right, you got to be cautious because, people out here, snatching women up. So I'm like, all right. So he says to me, you got to stop helping people. Their karma of why they're in that situation is becoming your karma. He was like, you don't feel like you stuck after you help the people you help. You stuck and they just go ahead and they go back on to what they said they wasn't going to do and they do it. He was like, you are generating their karma. He said, you don't have no place to help nobody right now because you can't even help yourself. And I was like, damn. He was like, I'm just telling you this what I see. And I was like, okay, respectfully. And then he was like, if you stop doing what you're doing for other people, your blessing will be your own. When people come to you, he said, I know it's hard for you to say no because it's in your heart, but at this time in your life, you have to say no and you have to say, I can't help you, and let them figure it out for themselves. Because they in that situation because something that they have done in their past and they need to pay for it. And by you stepping in on their lesson, you are gaining their lesson when it shouldn't be on you. It should be on them. So I'm still sitting there, I'm like, all right. He said, you trying to start your business, you're trying to move, right? And I'm like, oh shit, like nobody knows that unless you really know me. He said, don't you feel like you stuck? And I'm like, I'm still not answering him. I'm just letting the man talk. He said, don't you feel like you stuck?